If you guys are looking for fantastic deals on Steam and Origin keys, as well as Xbox Live, PSN codes, and many more, check out the G2A link in the description below or in the cards in the top right hand corner. Hey, what is going on, guys? AusNaminator here. Hope you guys are doing well. Welcome back to the Planet Coaster beta here in the Pirate Battle Career Mode. Now, in the last episode, we completed both the Bronze Easy and Silver Medium challenges in the objectives in the Pirate Battle Career Mode, and we constructed the Wild Blue here. We've also got the the Whirly Rig here. We've got a carousel. We did a bit of theming around this queue line here, and I'm not sure how the queue ended up about 59%, so that's pretty good. So in today's episode, we're aiming to get the 1,100 guests that are required and the $10,000 monthly profit to complete the hard star. So let's check out our park management and see how our research is going. So we've still got approximately 28 days left on the roller coaster research here. So I'm just going to bump this up to 2,500 just so that we can bring that in a bit quicker. New items available. That was the Whirly Rig. So let's see what else we've got. We've got a family ride. Stirred with a spoon. Okay. And a facility first aid. Let's get both of those going. So hopefully we'll be able to get... So we don't have any coasters just yet. So I'm thinking what to do. So we've got everything except for this Insanity here. So maybe if we placed in the Insanity somewhere... So we're going to keep this section here to like a kiddie section. So maybe if we place this, so that's the toilets there. I don't really want it. I can't even go there anyway because of the Wild Blue there. Maybe if there's somewhere else out here we can stick it. Where's our park boundary there? We could always put it in here, I guess. That might be a good idea. Let's rotate it around like that. Place that in there. Looking good. And now we need to delete some scenery. Let's see if I can use the multi-selection tool without selecting our ride. There we go. That's cleared out that section. Now we've got a nice area for the path to come down. So let's go into paths. Actually, first of all, we actually need to place our entrance. We're going to place... We'll place the entrance on this side here. And we'll place the exit on this side here. Right, now, I'm just going to clear out this fence that they've got here. Got the corner pieces there as well. So now let's bring the path. There's a sandstone. It's not that... Needs to be a bit wider. I think it was 6 meters is what the paths were. So, no, that's actually 7 meters. Is it? Yeah, that's better. So we're just going to bring this to... Say... We'll bring it right to the ride here. Actually, let's see if we can actually make that... Is there a way... You can put square edges. Select grid, go here, and we're going to go square. There we go. Nice, and deselect grid. And now we've got that. Now we're going to come into here. We're going to bring the path width down. This is going to be a problem. That's not what I want it to do. Okay, I'm just going to remove that, and we're going to place in this path here first. Yep. And then we'll come into here again. We'll go 7 meters wide. Bring it to there. And select grid there. Square edges. Okay. That's not what I want. Deselect. Let's see if we can select the grid here. Square edges. There we go. And delete that. Now let's bring the width. Deselect that, bring the width down. Is there a way to... There was a way to... Yes. Hold down control and you can actually bring the... Stop that from happening. Okay. Well, we'll just do that. Oh, wait. So that's not exactly what I want. I want that like that. But then... Okay, so if I go back into path, select grid. Select grid. No, I can't select grid there. Okay, let's go 7 meters again. Select grid there. Okay, we'll go square edges. Like that. And then we'll bring the... Deselect the grid. We'll bring that down. Select grid here. Go square edges. Now, can we... Like that. This is puzzling. Oh, wait. Actually, no. We're just going to bring this queue here. Select the grid there. And we're going to make the square edges. We're going to just bring that path to there. No. And then we're going to bring this path here. We'll connect that up. That'll be the way we do it. Yes. Much better. And now we can delete... Oh, no. Bring down that size. No, that's not what I want. Select grid again. No. Okay, now let's see if we can deselect the grid and if we can join that up. Let's delete those two there. Come on! This is not working out the way I wanted to. Okay, screw that. We'll go to the queues and we'll do the queue first. So let's go with this. We're going to have to bring this around like so. It's going to have to actually come up this little hill here. Like so. Let's bring it back around this way a bit. Just so that we can curve it in like that. And we'll place that there. And we'll stop there. Now, this path here, I want it to come all the way to the end here. But it's not... Wow, that's not what I wanted. Okay, we're going to delete that. Okay, delete those there. No. Okay, go there. No, because I don't want it to be like that. Alright, let's just... Okay, let's see if we can increase the length. Like that. And then I'll select to this grid here. No, we're going to deselect. We're going to decrease the length. Select that grid. Square edges. We'll place the... no, we can't. Okay. Now we'll bring the this queue line to right there. That's exactly what I want. Like so. And now we've just got this troublesome piece here. We're going to bring that back down to there. And like that. Now, there we go. That'll do. That's kind of what I was after. But I wanted it to be on this line here with this ride. But there we go. So now we've got the insanity built after trials and tribulations trying to get the path in where I want it to be. The paths have a bit of trouble here with their railing on this incline here. So maybe if we let's scrap the paths. Let's just scrap all this. And we'll flatten this surface out here. We'll just remove that back to there. Okay, and terrain. I didn't want to speed up time. Flatten to foundation. And we'll flatten all that out. That'll be good. There we go, that's better. Now let's bring back in our paths. Queue line. Oops. And we'll bring that around like so. Don't know how that happened, but it'll do. Curve it around this way. And around here. Let's actually see if we can try and make this connect up. There. I don't want it... Yeah, that's good. That's kind of what I was after. Cool. Now this is open and ready to go. So let's open it up and she's ready to go. Now we can adjust the sequence if we want to do, but I think I'm happy with that. So we've got our ride here. Now, how's that research going? Finally out. It's done. What do we got? We've got the Looney Tunes coaster. Nice. Alright, our first aid is not too far away. Alright, now how are we looking here? Well, we've got our 1,100 guests and we're still... It's about 7,500 on that $10,000 profit. So, I'll come back and do the scenery later. I think it's time to build in a new coaster. So we've got a pre-built one here, the Madness, which might be cool. But we're going to go in and create our own. Now, I kind of want it to... Where are we going to... Actually, well, we're going to... Before we put this in, we're going to come to this. And this is 6 meters wide, isn't it? Yeah, because that's slightly wider. So if we go 6... Now we're going to bring this path over here. We're just going to bring this down through here. We're going to increase that. We'll come around this way. Alongside this here. And we could even join up to this later on. And that's not what I want. Let's bring down that length. Let's see if we can create that nice curve. And then we'll try and... Actually, I want to come this way. And just bring it this way like so. And then we'll come to this one here. And we'll just join that up. There we go. Alright, that's cool. Alright, now let's place in this coaster here. I think we're going to go... Do I want it that way or do I want it the other way? Actually, let's bring it that way. So then we come straight up here. Let's go straight into... let's go into a lift hill. We're going to bring that straight up. Like so. Going to come up to about there. Bring that to flat. Oh! Okay, so John is unhappy. I'm not getting paid what I'm worth. I could do with more cash. Okay, let's make it 130. Is that better? We could train him as well. What do you think you're worth then? I should really quit my dear job. Okay, let's increase him to 150. Does that make you happier? I don't know. Happier? 175. Start training. That brings up his training. I should really quit my job. Training makes it all so easy. Okay, let's increase him to $200 a month. And see how that does. Yeah, money, money, money. I'm going to be rich. Okay, we're giving him too much now. So, let's go 185. Kind of in between. We'll leave it there for now. We also have other notifications here that I didn't notice. Important. Oh, we've got a research. Oh, we've got the other rides available here. Oh, we've got the Teacups family ride. And we have the first aid. Nice. Okay, let's research the wooden coaster and the ATM. So how are we sitting at that objective right now? Still, we're losing a bit of money, but that's understandable because I'm trying to build stuff. Before we continue with this roller coaster, we could even put in this other ride, the Teacups here, because they could fit in over here. I think I'm happy with that. Yeah. And let's place the entrance over here maybe, and the exit can be right there. And I want the paths to be that. That's better. And I want to terrain, flattened foundation. I just want to flatten that section there, if possible. There we go. Just so I can bring this queue out smoothly. And let's just increase the length to about there. Let's now bring this around alongside this other queue line here. And we'll join that up about here. Cool. So we've got our teacups in. We'll open that up and we'll finish off the scenery on that at a later date. Alright, let's close that down. And I'll pause. Now let's head back to the roller coaster here. Now we're going to bring this flat. Like that. And then we're going to go... Oh, no. I want the end of that there. And then I just want to kind of drop this down. Not so long. Drop it down a little bit. Then bring it flat. Like so. Bring the length up a bit. Like that. And then I want to then kind of just bank it inwards. And we're going to bring it in like so. Bring in the length to there. We're going to bring that around. Keep coming around to about there. I do want it a bit tighter like that. We're going to turn off that banking. And then we're going to come straight. But we're going to go there. And we're just going to come down for our big drop. Like so. Come to the ground level. Actually, no. We're going to bring the length out to there. Like so. There we go. And then we're going to go straight into a dive loop, I think. Actually, that could be better off going that way. Nice. Got a dive loop going that way. And then what else have we got in here? We've got figure of 8 helix. Oh, shit. We've got helixes. We've got some rolls. Banana roll. Actually, no, I actually want something like that. Banana roll. That could be cool. Well, we got the bat wing. Some other bat wings. We've got cobra roll. Cobra rolls could be cool. But I think it needs to be scaled down. But that's... Can't do that. Let's put it on test so that we can see. Because that's going to be... We're not going to be able to get that height. I don't think. What else have we got here? Corkscrew midsections. We've got a demonic knot. That's crazy. Can't really scale that down. That would be cool if we bought that. That could be an interesting section of the ride later on. And here it comes down for the drop. We can't really test whether that's going to work. So, I think we'll go with the Batwing. Just going to bring that back to where we were. We can't make it smaller. So we've got the banana roll. We'll place that in, and then we're going to come down here. We're going to curve this way. We're going to bank it. See, I don't think it's got enough speed. No, it doesn't. Okay. What if we go straight into the banana roll right there? Place that, and then the... No. That. Actually, what if we kind of went straight down? Or even brought it in a bit. Maybe not so much, actually, yeah. And then we'll just curve it out. No. Bring that to there, bring up the length. And try and bring it back to... No. I want it to come... No. This way. There we go. Kind of like that. And just bring the length so that it brings it down to ground level. That really needs a smoothing. So we're just going to come up to here like that. And we're just going to smooth that out. And smooth that. Much better. That looks a bit better. Alright, let's continue on. Let's go for the dive loop. No, it's too big. Because I can't scale... Oh, I can scale that one down. But that's not exactly what I want. Inclined. That could be an interesting one. Can I scale that one down? No, I cannot. Let's see if we can kind of recreate that ourselves. So if we go... So then it kind of came up like this. Kind of started to bank it in like that, and then it was kind of coming back down. We'll bank it in a bit more. We'll make it a bit shorter. Then we'll start to bring that down. Bring back the bank slightly. Kind of bring that in tighter if we can. Ooh, that could be interesting. Tighter again if we can. Bring it down. Decrease the banking on it like that. We're going to come back out this way, I think. So if we could come... Oh, that's not going to work because we're too close to the thing there. So if we... Actually, I want to turn off the angle snap and just bring it out this way. Bring that down. And bring this down flat. Let's see if we can kind of bring that to roughly where I want it. But it's too... Okay, that could be roughly what I want. And we're just going to increase that length. It's the length that's putting us out because of that bank. Like that. No, because I want it to still be steep. Okay, come back to here. Bring that down over like that. Just bring that curve back around. Bring it back around like so. Bring that bank back. Drop it down. Like that. Bring it around there. That could be... Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm going to turn off the angle snap. Rotation's at... That looks good. I'm going to bring it back this way, actually. And we'll try and bring this up and around here. That's going to be way too high, so we're going to bring that down to there. If we can, bring that down. Actually, come back to here. Just going to increase the bank on that, bring that down, make it a bit shorter, kind of like that, and then I want to, maybe not that much, increase the length. I want to kind of bring it back around, and that's coming in slow, kind of like that, and then we're going to bring it back around this way if we can. We're going to come back to here. Just going to lower this down if we can. Okay, can I? That bit I can. This bit, not so much. We need to bring it out and down. And then bring that down to the ground. We're going to bring back the bank slowly. I'm going to bank it around this way and try and bring it back to the station there. Bring it down. And see if we can bring back that to 0. There we go. No, I don't want you to go back up. We'll add in our block section. Right, actually no. Before we do that, I want to see if I can bring this back around a bit different. Like that. And kind of bring that back to 0. About there, I think. Build, bring that flat. I definitely knew that wasn't going to work. And we're just going to come around here, like so. And then we're going to have a straight section here, or curved section here, with the block section, like that. And then we'll go back to standard. Bring that back to the station. Slowly bringing it down. Hang on, come back. That's where it needs to come back. And like that. And then we'll just smooth this back out like that. Smoothen this bit here. This bit here really needs a bit of smoothing. And here especially too. No, this section here. Smooth the banking on that and smooth it out. If possible, yep. We'll come up to here. This needs a bit of smoothing action. Smooth the banking on that. Smoothen that. That's looking good. This bit here needs a bit of... There we go. And now I want to select all of this section here and try and smoothen out the banking there. This is all smoothened out. Like so. And it's looking good. Alright, let's see how it goes. Gets up there, drops down. Banks around there. Nice. Comes back down. Banks back over the chain lift. Comes down and around. Through the brake section and back around and into the station. Looking good. Can we smooth that at all? Any more? We can. That's looking good. And we'll smooth that. Cool. I'm happy with that. Let's see what kind of test result we get. Speed that up. Oh, the high seas is broken down. I haven't been paying attention to everything else that's going on. Should really pause the simulation until we finish the ride, but how's that look? Oh, nice. We've got an excitement rating of 6.61, fear of 5.15, and nausea rating of 2.3. So, yeah, our monthly profit has gone down because of this ride that we've constructed here, but I think I'm happy with that. So we're going to click done. And now we're going to place the entrance. Oh, this could be a problem. Place the entrance here and the exit here. Now, are we going to fit a path under that? Why do I feel so zoomed out? So let's come in here. Is that going to... No, it's not. Damn it. Okay, this could be a problem. We need to make this a bit higher, so we need to edit the track. We're going to select all this here. This section here, and we're just going to raise it up to about there. Then we're just going to smoothen it out. Yep. And now let's see if we can put in our path. We can. Cool. We're just going to bring that back around like that. Now, I want the queue line. Is that going to fit? Yes, it is. Now the queue, we're going to bring it around just under this here. We're not going to fit under there, are we? So we're going to come through here. Try and just keep to this here, and we're going to bring it around like so, and back around to there. That looks good. And paths, we're going to come with this path now. We're just going to come around this section here. Length is going to come back. Oh, we're going to have trouble getting out of there, so we're going to come back. And we'll just follow this around. Oh, no, I didn't want to delete that support there. Just going to try and follow this around as best as possible. Going to come back here. And like so. And like that. There we go. Okay. That is now ready. Let's open that up. We actually increased the excitement, didn't we? Cool. And increased the nausea. But that's okay. Alright, let's open that up. That's ready to go. Now, let's take a look at our notifications. The high seas is broken down. Research is ready to be... It's been fixed. So let's head into the park management and let's go research. So I've got the ATM. That's ready to go. Cool. And now we have just the wooden coaster here left to come in. Now I did want to experiment with the trigger things here. So I thought I might edit this terrain here. Try and just... maybe here. Try and create a splash or something. Bit of a lake. Bring up the size. Bring down the ground here. Like so. And then we'll fill it in with some water. That'll be cool. And now, if I go into scenery, special effects, water, what have we got here? No, that's just water splash line. Water splash line 8 meters. That could be interesting. So if we rotate that and make it splash as you're coming up that side there. One there, and we'll place one on the other side as well. And then we'll come in here, edit the triggers, edit trigger. To place a trigger, place triggers along the track. So if we place one, maybe say, add trigger. I'm going to bring this trigger all the way around, maybe to about there. And then add object trigger, that. Add object trigger, that. So as it comes down there, so if we go onto test, just want to see the right location for that, and then that should spray up as we come through. That could be interesting. Reflections seem to disappear as you get close to the water, which is peculiar. Alright, this is coming up to the top. And then it's going to come down. Get splashed. We could even have another one come back up here. So if we go back into scenery, special effects, water. What have we got? That's fountain. Water splash. Ring large. So we could place that in. I'm going to edit the terrain again here. And we're just going to drop this section down. I'm going to bring down the size, increase the intensity. Nice. There we go. And we'll have the splash right about here. Right there. We'll bring it down. Don't want to see it, but I want it to be able to get good effect. There we go. And now we're going to come back here, edit triggers, add a trigger, maybe to about here, and then this trigger, add object to that. And the roller coaster's heading back up. We'll speed it up. That gets splashed. You then come back around. Oh, I missed that now. We're going to come back to fast. So it comes up. Around there, comes down the drop, gets splashed as you go through. Come back around. Then you get splashed as you're coming through there. I might just bring that back a little bit. That's looking good. So let's open that up and get that going. Nice. Alright. So how are we looking on that now? So we've got a bit of recovery to make now because we did just spend a bit of money decking this out, so that's understandable. Now we've got some people coming in. So if you have any recommendations for this roller coaster's name, or even some of these rides, let me know in the comment section below, and we'll try and get them incorporated. So far, it's looking good. I think I'm going to spend a bit of time decorating the park a bit, putting in some scenery around the queues and stuff, and then I'll put that in as a time lapse. So if you've enjoyed this video and would like to see more Planet Coaster, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And down in the description below, you can find links to all my social media pages. Well, thank you very much for watching. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you next time.